What are new experimental IBS therapies, like FMT? Imagine a treatment that could change how you manage irritable bowel syndrome by actually fixing what's wrong inside your gut. That's what some of these new therapies aim to do. One of the most talked about is fecal microbiota transplantation, or FMT. This involves taking stool from a healthy donor and transferring it into your gut through a colonoscopy, enema, or sometimes a capsule. The goal is to restore a healthy balance of bacteria in your digestive system, which can be disrupted in IBS and colitis. Research shows that people with IBS often have an imbalance of gut bacteria, called dysbiosis. FMT tries to fix this by introducing beneficial bacteria that can improve digestion, reduce bloating, and lessen pain. Some studies suggest that after FMT, patients notice fewer bowel irregularities and less discomfort. The process usually involves screening donors carefully to avoid infections, and the stool is processed into a solution that's safe for transplantation. The procedure can cost anywhere from a few hundred to over $1,000, depending on the clinic, and typically requires 1 or 2 sessions. Beyond FMT, scientists are exploring microbiome-based therapies that focus on boosting good bacteria or changing the gut environment. Some treatments aim to increase bacteria that produce serotonin, a chemical that influences gut movement and mood. Since serotonin is involved in many IBS symptoms, enhancing these bacteria might help regulate bowel habits and emotional stress linked to IBS. There are also experimental drugs targeting the brain-gut connection. For example, drugs called opioid delta-receptor agonists are being tested to reduce diarrhea and abdominal pain, especially in those with diarrhea-predominant IBS. These drugs act on the central nervous system to lessen pain signals and improve bowel control. Another promising area involves serotonin modulators. These drugs aim to block serotonin production locally in the gut, which might decrease pain and abnormal bowel movements without affecting the brain. They are still in clinical trials but hold potential for more targeted symptom relief. Dietary strategies are also evolving. Low FODMAP diets, which cut out fermentable carbohydrates that feed bad bacteria, have shown to help many with sensitive stomachs. Some new treatments involve adsorbent substances like spherical carbon that bind toxins and inflammatory molecules, but results so far have been limited and short-term. For someone living with irritable bowel syndrome and colitis, these therapies offer hope that future treatments could go beyond just managing symptoms. They aim to address the root causes, like bacterial imbalance and brain-gut communication. However, because these methods are still experimental, they requiring careful consideration and consultation with a healthcare provider. As research continues, more personalized approaches combining microbiome restoration, brain-targeted medications, and diet may become available, helping people better control their symptoms and improve their quality of life.